It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got Tavarius Ward, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Tigers and the Elks. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tigers of San Juan taking on the Elks of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, complete to Toney. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Watson. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Mixon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Elks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pickett. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6. Pickett. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Watson off play action. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11th. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it. Yeah,
he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the Tigers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Watson on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sly able to put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now it's Watson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Watson. And that'll be caught by Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Montgomery. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Pickett now on first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. That's from 25 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On first down, it's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. To throw is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Pickett sets up play action. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Watson on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Watson's throw caught by Tony. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sly able to put this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Give the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pickett's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now 2nd and 3. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Watson. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Pickett. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Pickett back to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 1. Pickett will look to throw it here. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Montgomery. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson got his man there complete to Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw, Watson. That complete to Downs. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, Mixon. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 12. Just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Pulled in at the 24. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Vancouver, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Juan, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.